जी नाम तो बताया लेकिन नाम गायब हो गया। जो बेनाम साहब हैं आ जाएं। कुमार गौतम।
Thank you, Lake ji. Well, to take up the topic from where Rajesh ji left, TV is which medium? It's a writer's medium or a channel medium? TV is no more a writer's medium. TV has become channel's medium. They tell you what to write, how to write, in fact, how to execute. Let me quote you an incident. I asked one of my sensible programming head in one of the television channels, why are we making our protagonist typical? That spoils the character. He replied, well, I'm incorporating changes as per the feedback from the marketing team. They have a survey to back up and I'm liable to listen to them. So you see, TV programming is run by a marketing wing of a television channel vis-a-vis market forces. Or in the other word, economical mechanism. As the market forces keep on gyrating daily like our Sensex, so does the storyline of our television serials. So where's the storyline? If it doesn't have a body structure, it becomes spineless arrow of incidents which never ever erects to leave an everlasting impact, as Vinod said earlier, in the mind of the people, as were the serial of yesteryears. The TV in DD days, however, were monopolized in terms of programming, but they had an objective. The basic idea was to showcase the culture, values, educate, and entertain people. As I remember in the other session where they were saying, how is the Indian script unique? The way India is unique, the way India is diverse in terms of its presentation, its geographical contours, so is the Indian script unique. In the DD days, the idea was to keep cultural heritage of India alive. Post-liberalization, the more markets have opened, the more greed has seeped in, and the moral responsibility has almost evaded. The head of operation of a TRP generating TV channel told me candidly, Bhai, our audience is not the housewives, but the bhais and the maids who work in the house. They are happy seeing chiding fights in between ladies on the screen, as that soothes their ego. They don't think that they are the only one fighting in their chawl. Their attitude is, Rajesh ji has written this show, their attitude is, बड़ी-बड़ी मेमसार लोग ऐसा करता है तुम देखता नहीं है क्या? वो सात फेरे में देखा नहीं? कैसे उसको काली-काली कह के उसको इतना सताते हैं? So later, even I realized that my female contemporaries work so hard to shape up their future, as in the today's generation, they have no time to watch television. They have no time to watch singing, dancing. They only want to go in for reality shows and all. Now, what can be done and where does the writer stand in all this? Well, believe in me, writer today is mere a listener. Or more so a typist. A listener and a typist is a writer of television. There's a joke around, the best writer in TV is the one who listens. He listens to the producer to cut down on production cost. He listens to the executive producer and cuts down the role of an actor, as Rajesh ji said. As he or she is throwing a lot of tantrums, he listens to the creative director as all shadi halls are booked. And with no more mandir left, shadi can only be done in the court. He listens to the channel to incorporate feedback of the marketing team. He listens to the channel head as there's a frustrated writer in him steaming up to see his or her ideas on screen because he couldn't make it. The one who nods the most, please listen, the one who nods most is the best writer in television. The one who argues is a confused writer, the one who brings novelty should better sit at home and write novels, as Atish said. I still remember Soap Queen confessing in front of me, my Bahadur can be the best writer because he doesn't think. He has an attitude to listen. But if in case we have to begin, as we have to begin, Rajesh ji said, where to begin? What are the producers? Can they be of some help? I believe, yes, they can take the first initiative. If they match up the passion of making money along with telling good story, the seed of change can be seen. The best producer is the one who keeps the production value high and takes the rest of the execution and working dictation from the channel. Today, that's the definition of the best producer. So what is missing is passion, objective, and attitude matching the responsibility of blowing in wind of change, and initiative can start. I coaxed a successful producer a lot of time to pitch some good theme-driven stories. She said, relax baby, for me, every episode is a film. There has to be drama, there has to be dance, there has to be humor, there has to be rona dhona, and breeze bang on with the new trouble in life for protagonist. I realized she was right, it works that way, but she was the one who I also believe can bend the rules. But someone has to take the first step. How about writers? Well, they can only pump in fire if they have a motto. For the writer, fraternity, and the rest, this is something new which I want to discuss. For the writer, which includes, some way, everyone, I take myself into account. For the writer, fraternity, and the rest, TV has become a medium only to make money. I have been suggested by many of my senior colleagues, beta, develop the tendency to listen. Establish yourself. See, Mr. X has got a flat, a car, all out of TV. This is the age. The quicker you make, the more you have chances to make big in films, as you secure. Ask anyone, why are you doing TV? The reply comes, just to make money. The other reply might be, it's my piggy ride to films. If you ask someone, sir, why don't you pitch that concept for TV? The reply comes, dude, keep the best work for films. And future, better write what you're asked to. Mediocrity rules in TV. It's better to remain fool in the kingdom of fools. That also leads to another question. If the platter is full of non-veg food, how will you taste, how your taste buds sense vegetarian food? I mean to say the good content never reaches people. So they are left with no choice. If there is a chance people are ready to accept it, as it happened with the reality shows like Indian Idol or soaps like Jassi and Balika Badu, you present something novel to the people and they are going to accept it. Still, there are innumerable writers making good money in TV and films, and film colleague, as Rajesh ji has already mentioned, they give damn about them. Now, what about the people who are sitting there at the channel head? They have hardly read anything. They don't know who Premchand is. They have no idea of the literature. The ladies still do better who are sitting in the television channel because they have read all the Mills and Boons and Desire series novels. I still remember a lot of colleagues of mine approaching Ekta Kapoor as a writer, creative head, but their intention, I'm talking about the quality of the writers, but the intention was to be around her, impress her by their look, clothes, makeup, and overall persona so that they can get a chance to act in television. So rarely people want to become writers per se. A good example is a present creative head who ended up becoming programming director of a satellite channel. See, here's the quality of TV. But undoubtedly, there are good ones as well. Only the route for them is indeed tough. As in cinema, so in films, majority of writers have limited reason. They are not well versed in corporate English, or their sage look and unshaved beard look is disliked by uptown honkos. But I said in one of my poems, इन्हीं गलियों से गुजर कर तुम्हें अपना जहां तक जाना है. Just to point out, there is another set of quality writers who prefer living in penury but don't compromise. They fight for quality, but they are stopped because they are not good narrators. They can't take example from English films. They have not seen DVD of Grey's Anatomy, and they don't relate to Sujal as Shah Rukh Khan and Tulsi as Madhuri Dixit from Beta. Still, we need a change. What can be done? What can the concerned members of writer fraternity do? They can stick around, wait for the storm of dust to get over, take on the bouncer, save their wickets, still keep their faith upright to tell good story. I'll just wind up what Harivansh Rai Bachchan said. मदिरा ले जाने को घर से चलता है पीने वाला, किस पथ से जाऊं असमंजस में है वो भोला भाला, अलग अलग पथ बतलाते सब पर मैं ये बतलाता हूं, राह पकड़ तू एक चला चल पा जाएगा मधुशाला. Thank you.